Hello, we come to the part 2 variable types in Python programming language. So in previous part 1 we have seen about the Python syntax, how to store and how to run the code. So now we come to the part 2. So in this part 2 we cover 3, how to assign the values to the variable, standard data types and data type conversions. Assign value to variable, Python uses the assignment operator. So this is an example of the assignment operator. Suppose you want to assign 10 to x, 20 to y, 30 to z. It is very simple. Use the assignment operator and assign the values. We can see that what is the output. We come to Google column where we directly write the code here and run it and see the result. So they print the 10, 20 and 30 because we have the 10 assigned to x, 20 assigned to y and 30 assigned to z. Now the another way is that if you want to assign multiple values to multiple variables in a single statement, so this is also in the Python language you can use like this one, only two-line code, that is single line statement. So x assigned to 10, y assigned to 20 and z assigned to 30 and directly print x, y, z. So here in single sentence assign the multiple values and the variables. Now it is quite interesting that same value to the multiple variables. So for initialization purpose, assume that initialize all the values with some constant. It is very helpful that x equals to y equals to z equals to 10, whatever the values are there. So that is the way that we can assign the values to the in the Python language. So all these are working perfectly and this is the way. Then now we comes to the standard data types. So first we cover the numeric type. In the numeric type they have the integer, float and complex number. And in the numeric type, so here we can see that okay, integer we can assign. Here we use the int one because int is the keyword in Python programming. So it shows some error because you are not able to use the keyword as a variable. So that's why we write the int 1, float 1, complex number 1. So the complex number is also that variable in the Python programming 3 plus 2 iota like this one number. Now another type of the variable is the list. So the list is the ordered data structure sort of thing. So here the order is there 4, 5 and 6 and the list is, since the list is the variable data structure data type, so that's where the list is the keyword and here we use the list 1. The another sequence data type, because they have the sequence, the tuples. So the tuples and the range, there are two data types are there and here the difference between the list and the tuple is that tuples are the immutable. It means that we cannot add or remove the elements from that data type or from the standard data type in that case. And range gives some range which is initialize some sort of thing and give a particular values in that range. And similar to the sequential type, the Python programming also support the string operations or string data type. So string, we can write the str1 string and assign the string. Now that is the one more data type which is called as the dictionary, and this data type is the unordered mapping of the key values to the values. So say for example here we map A is 1, B is 2. This is called as the dictionary. So the advantage of the dictionary in terms of the complexity, it is very easy to search. So the search complexity in the dictionary case is very less. So we can run a program and see the output. So this is my program. Here we can go and paste it here and see the program that what is the output. So there is no output. Why? Because we have not written any print statement here, but yes, it's run successfully. There is no error. Suppose I am writing the int and try to run it, then we can see. So here int, that is not a variable sort of thing. There is nothing to be. Int equals to 1, int equals to 5. If we are not assign any value, then we are not able to use that one. Now we can use the int one in future. Now we can see the print. So assume that before that we can also able to print int 1 that we have seen in the previous example. float one, and complex. So these three variables that we have assigned, then it comes to the list, then triples, and then after dictionary or string and others. So we can see that what is the output and whether they have any. So here see that first we print the integer which is assigned 5, that here we assign, just zoom in. So here we assign the integer 1 5 value, that's where they print the 5. Then after float 1, which is this one, and after at the end complex number, since it's a complex number have the two elements, that's where they use as a braces here automatically. Now we come to the list one standard data type. So list one, and we call it the first element. So that's a 5. List start from the element number 0, 1, 2. So their indexing is from 0. So here we use the 1. That's where they print the 5 element. Tuples is the immediate data type. So here that is right now it shows that like same as the list, but yes, there is the difference. We will see next example. And the range is 5. So it will automatically print the values of the range, because here we print only the list and tuples. And now we comes to the print dictionary 1. So element A is matches with the 1 and B is matches with the 2. Since we called A, that's why they print the 1. If I'm writing the B, then definitely it will print 2 here. 2 elements. Let me take to the another example. So here is quite interesting that about the list. Some operations are there inside the list. So just see the, zoom in. So here we can see that the list one, we create a list. List one is a variable 1, 2, 3. There are 3 elements values are there inside the list, and now we want to add one new element. So we can use the append operation in the list. Append means add at the end. So append, that's why we can say add multiple elements using extend. So here you can add multiple element at the end of the list. So after append, the list is the 1, 2, 3, 4. Now a list is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now insert a specific position using the insert. So this is a very interesting operation, that where you want to insert and what value you want to insert. So list before that if you want to insert at a new element at a new position, then we can do like this one. Now after this all this is happened, there is another way in the list. Is that you can also add like this list 1 equals to list 1 plus 7. Assume that there is one more list, we can create list 2. So list 1 is already completed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now list 2 is the add. So we can also directly add the list 1 and list 2 in the Python programming, which is like this one, list 1 plus list 2 is equals to list 1. So now the list 1 data structure, which has the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, and 0 is also there. So we can run it and see that what is the printout of print the list 1. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Assume that if you are not performing this operation, you want to perform this operation, just comment it and see that. So now the 4 is not there because we have not added. Assume that we can also not append this 5 and 6. So now it is 1, 2, 3, 7 and 8. And assume that if you want to enter at position number 1, what's happened? Just see that it's quite interesting. And the position number 1, it comes as a 0 like this one. So this is all about the example that how we can insert the element and what value we can insert, where we can insert. All these examples are there. So list is a quite interesting and important data type in Python programming. This is the we continue that after the list tuples comes into the picture. So as we already seen that tuples is the immediate data type, that means they cannot add or delete the element. So just check in that example that whether what's happened, that if we are working on the tuples. So this is the example variable, that tuple 1, that is a variable, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 5 elements are there. Now remove the tuple is not possible, so that operations are not there. Now we can access the elements from the tuple. So here we can access the element number 0, what is the value is it, and you can cut some part of the tuple. So tuple 1, they have the 0th element, first, second, third, fourth. So 1 to 3 position, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 positions, whatever the values are there, we can cut and save as a triple two. Now we can print the triple two, then we can find out yes, 2 and 3 element is there in triple two, that we have got it here. Now interesting thing is that we can create a third triple, which is the triple one and triple two. So the new value is 1 2 3 4 5 2 and 3. Why? Because the triple two, they have the 2 and 3 values, so we can print at the end. So insert operation is not possible, delete operation is not possible, but we can do such type of operation, slicing and indexing, and this way we can easily add or remove the element from this. Say for example, if I want to remove the element 3, I can do the slicing 1 2 slicing triple 3 as a 4 5 and merge these two together. So let we can take an example how we can do the deletion operation in the tuple similar as the linked list. So we can remove it, we are not required, and leave it that one also. Now we can say triple two is 0 to 2, and we can call one more triple 3, which is equals to 0 to 2. Yes, so here we can see that we have the 1 2 4 and 5. So we successfully removed the element number 3 from this one position. So what we have done, we cut it as a triple two, we extract as a triple three, we merge triple two and triple three, and now we have this one. So this is similar as the deletion operation in the list. So we can do like this one, how we can add or delete the elements, because we are not able to directly operations with the triples, but we can create a new triple, that is the possibility is there. Now the another structured data type, very interesting, is the set type. So set, there are two type of the set types in the data structure. One is the ordinary set, whatever the set operations we can perform. Another is the frozen set. Frozen set is similar as the triple, that is any data type you are not able to remove or delete or add or some elements inside that one, because this is already frozen condition. That means you already freeze the element whatever the elements are there. Yes, of course, but as we have already seen that in the previous one, we can do the multiple operation for insertion and deletion in that case. So let we can check that our sets operations are possible and what we can do in the set. So this is the set 1 which has the element 6 7 8, another set 2 which has the element 7 and 9. AND operation indicates that you have this and this both conditions are merged together. So if I am doing the AND operations, so here you can see that the common is only the 7. So common operation is the 7, that means the AND operation gives the output 7, which is common in both set 1 and set 2. Now the another is the OR operation, that means the set 1 or set 2. So what were the 6 7 8, 7 is already covered, that's why 7 is not there, and 9. So answer is 6 7 8 9, because 7 is already overlapped. So this is the way that we can take the print of the set 1. Now of course now we can check that what is the set 1 is the 6 7 8, the set 1 is the 6 7 8. Now we can want to add one element in the set 1, 12. So 12 we can add here. So after this operation you can check that the 12 is already added in set 1. Now if I want to remove the 8 element, a value of the 8 element, so after removing this, so set support the AND operation, OR operation, add operation, remove operation. All these operations are possible in the set, but when we use the frozen set, we are not able to add or remove. We can only do the or AND operation, not the add or remove. So here we can check that yes, this is the set 1 6 7 8, this is the set 2 7 and 9. If I am using the ending operation, the common is the 7, answer is the 7. If I am using the OR operation, then 6 7 8 9 is there, and if I want to print the set original, we can print. But if I want to perform the operation, that is the earlier one, that set 1 and add operation, then it shows some error. Why? Because the frozen set does not support such type of addition and other thing. But if I am using like this one, it's same as the previous one, then it's definitely working perfectly. That is not an issue. And if you print the set 1, you will check that the element is there, because now the set is not frozen, that is the open for addition purpose or for remove purpose. So this is all about the set. Another and the last one type is the standard type is the Boolean variable, which is either true or the false. So this is an example of the Boolean variable. So condition is true, then you can check this. So let me see that. So true is the Boolean variable. So here if true, the condition is a true, then definitely it will print the hello. So condition is true. That's why they are working perfectly. Let we can continue our some more operation with this. So data type conversion in Python. So in a previous we have seen the what were the standard data types are there. Now there is the powerful tool in the Python programming that support the data type conversion. So you can convert one data type into the another way. And so say for example convert integer to float. So if your value is the integer, you can use the float, and whatever the value is there, they automatically convert into the integer. Similar as float to integer, you can convert a float value into the integer. You can also convert a string to the integer. So this is a string because we are using the single quote, and here that is a integer. Now you can perform the integer operation with this variable y. Previously you are not able to perform the operation, say for example 3 plus 2. We are not able to do that thing because this is a string. Now we can perform the 3 plus 2. Similar as string to float values, but for the string is there, you can also able to convert into the float value. List to tuple is also possible, but now you are not able to add or remove any element from this one. But if you are writing the tuple to list, then you can, now this is the unlocked, you can uh, add or remove any element from this one list. So here an important thing is that along with the string to float, float to string, string to integer, all these operations are conversions are possible, but dictionary and the Boolean variables conversions are not possible. Okay, so this is all about the data type conversions. So in this part we have covered three things. One is as how to assign the values and standard data types, and we also cover the data type conversions in Python programming. So in the next part, part 3, we will see the basic operations in the